let's continue to learn the different trends, and now we can explain using the word same. So if there is a sequence or a situation wherein the company's performance has not changed between certain period of time or at any point of situation given in the chart, we can say the company's performance remained constant. Or we can also say the company's performance remained the same if there is no real change. If there are some fluctuations, then we can say up and down. If you see the graph is constantly changing, we can use the word fluctuate. Fluctuate means the changes which are absolutely visible. So we can use the word fluctuate, and we can say the number of seasonal workers employed by the federation or the government fluctuates every year. If we are using this word in plural, then it becomes fluctuations. So when it becomes fluctuations, we can say there have been huge fluctuations pertaining to the number of seasonal workers employed by the government every year. So we can use this word in this format. So these words are really going to help everyone. At the same point of time, there are certain prepositions which are of great help, and the prepositions of time are equally important. So now let's try to concentrate on the prepositions of time. This is really important for everyone to understand, because most of the students make a lot of mistakes when they're writing the prepositions of time, and these prepositions will be used in every explanation. The first preposition which we are going to learn is at. So at is used in order to denote time. For example, if you're meeting a friend, then I can say to my friend, I'll meet you at 2 o'clock in my office. If you're using the preposition on, then again we can make a sentence. For example, I put an apple on the table. Next is in, I-N. The new semester will start in the month of December. Next preposition is for. This place is reserved for the exhibitions and the shows. Next word is by. The post office is situated by the bank. Next is until. So we went to the bed and slept until the morning hours. Next is from and to. So he moved from Delhi to Kolkata last week. Next is between and. So between and is very commonly used in order to write the answers in this particular module. So we can say the prices of fuel are expected to rise between January and March next year. Next is before and after. So before and after is extremely important again. Before the end of the month or after the 15th of next month, we will plan the project for the company. Next is around. Around, we can say it would be interesting to travel around the world someday. Next is during. He plays cricket during the summer. So in this format, we can utilize the prepositions of time in the best possible way in order to make good sentences while explaining the task 1 module. So we will continue with the process, and now we are going to focus on the adverbs and the adjectives. So adverbs and adjectives are equally important. So if we add ly to any particular word, it becomes an adverb. So now we are going to understand the usage, how we are going to formulate sentences, and how we need to restrict our approach in the right way so that we can score high in the writing module task 1. It's very easy to write the task 1 module, but we need to be extremely careful while choosing the right words. So let's try to focus on the words. The first word which we can focus is rapidly. So the number of internet users has risen rapidly in the last 2 decades. We can also say rapid. In this decade, there was a rapid increase of smoking and drinking among teenagers. Next word is suddenly. So if we need to use the word suddenly, we can say the performance of the company dropped suddenly due to the change in terms of the company's hierarchy. Sudden, the next decade saw a sudden decrease of tools which are indigenous tools due to globalization. Next word is sharply. So the price of the cars rose sharply with the advent of GST in my nation. For sharp, we can say there was a sharp rise in the price of cars. Next is dramatically. How we can use the word dramatically? We can say exports fell dramatically last year due to the change in the tax plans or the tax hikes. Next is dramatic. There was a dramatic fall in the export of essential commodities last year. Next word is significantly. So how we can say significantly? Real estate sector rose significantly last year. Significant can be used. There was a significant rise in the price of the apartments as compared to last year. There are 2 more words which I would like to include in the same adverbs and adjectives column before we proceed. So one is steep. This word is very often used by the students. And one more word, major. So for steep, we can say the year 2019 saw a steep increase of the supporters due to the robust policies followed by the government. Major can be used. A major expansion is the project in the next 3 quarters due to globalization. So all these words can be used depending on different line graphs or pie charts. So let's continue to use these words. So we can also utilize the words by describing the different projections. So projections are equally important. So let's try to focus on projections right now. So if we need to describe the projections, we can use the word might and the infinitive. So if you're using might and infinitive together, we can say the cost of studying abroad might rise next year. If you're using may plus infinitive, so the sentence can be formed, the company's revenue may go down due to bad acquisitions and business decisions. Next is will, probably, plus infinitive, so we can say with the advent of internet, the number of stores will probably double in the next 2 quarters. Next is plus probably, plus going to, plus infinitive. So if we're using this formation, we can say there is probably going to be an increase in the sales of new equipments this year. Next is noun plus is predicted. So if we're using noun plus is predicted, we can say a sudden increase in the leather prices is expected. Next is predicted plus to plus infinitive. So if we're using this sequence, we can say the number of satellites launched by India is predicted to rise in the year 2023. Next is noun plus is expected. Here we can say a decline in the average inflation is expected. Next is noun plus is expected plus to plus infinitive. Noun plus is expected plus to plus infinitive, it becomes the average age is expected to go down due to the lack of medicines and medical equipments in Africa. Next is, it is expected that. Very important. So if you are saying it is expected that, we can say it is expected that the prices of the real estates might go down. So we can use these trends in these sequences, and I'm sure that if you try to learn them, you're going to improvise your writing skills. Let's try to understand the writing bar charts in the upcoming videos. And first of all, I request all my students and my viewers to please go through these words, try to write down your own sentences, and if you're comfortable using these words, it would be very easy for you to explain your writing task 1. So I would like to thank everyone for attending today's session, and thank you so much for your response. Please subscribe to the videos, because some students are watching the videos and they are not subscribing. So please subscribe and press the bell icon to get the notification. So I thank everyone for attending this session, and I wish you a very great day. Thank you so much. Thank you.